Today, Press Secretary Sanders was asked about the border wall, which, if you remember, Trump spoke about getting built or beginning in his first 100 days numerous times during the campaign. There's plenty of background on it. So he said, she rather, I'm getting her mixed up with Spicer, stated that the administration was still intending to do it and urged Democratic members of Congress who were in favor of border security by their votes rally behind him or get behind him on this. And when I read that in the quotations, I almost laughed because it's as if members of this administration, at least a majority of them, are caught up in this idea that if we just publicly say we want to work with you, the other side is going to come over and want to join up. See, people need to understand something. This goes for most individuals who either don't follow politics or those who do, and just anyone in between. All that little rhetoric about I want to work together, I want to be bipartisan, I want to come and collaborate, unless there's some proof of them actually meeting. So for example, if you have Trump go and get all the Democrats to come to the White House, it's a bunch of nonsense. And it's only being said because they want to appear as if they're cooperative and are actually wanting to seek out. They don't care. She said after this that it was going to happen anyway. So if it's going to happen anyway, then what's the point of getting the other side to go along with it? Their involvement doesn't matter, right? And then think about it, if you really wanted border security and you wanted it to pass in a Republican majority Congress, barely majority, but nonetheless, where you also wanted Democrats to get involved, why would you not meet with each Democratic senator and have them spell out what they would do, what they want? I'm so tired of sitting here every day and reading about the hardships of the presidency. This office has been a joke for the last couple of months. And, it's had its own little giggle fest before. But one of the biggest indications that the individual holding it was spearheading an administration full of almost comedic proportion was when we found out that the various versions of that healthcare bill just kept flopping and foiling and being defeated over and over. And you have to really ask yourself, in a Congress that is controlled by his own party, if he can't pass a bill now, how can he pass anything in a hypothetical Democratic majority? The answer is he can't. And it's so disturbing to sit here and think that you can have seemingly everything in favor of you. You have the media attention. You have both chambers controlled by your party. They're all in favor of things you say you're in favor of, seemingly. It's really just disturbing that you have individuals in power that obviously they weren't willing to work and get anything done before, but they're so open about it. They just don't want to vote in favor of anything he puts out. Now, a lot of what he puts out, I'm not really that big a fan of either, but, I would expect some consensus to be done. I don't think we're just going to sit here for some extensive amount of time as we've done so currently and say, okay, well, you're either going to go what I have or, it's my way or the highway. And that's exactly what's being done here. There's no attempt to have any type of bipartisan assistance. You could easily phone up each of those Democrats and say, hey, let's have border security by, instead of building a wall or creating some little, wannabe Berlin construct, just say, okay, well, what would you do? And get all of them to tell you, 20, 30-minute conversations over the span of a couple of weeks, and then put something out with them. Invite them to the White House. So I took this person's idea, I took that person's idea, I took this. No, then we won't do it. So it's pathetic, and it really shows the lack of function within our federal government.